Luke Coutinho and Rujuta Diwekar, two of the biggest icons of the nutrition industry in our country. But have you ever noticed that these two are preaching two completely different concepts? Eating every 2 hours on one hand and fasting for several hours on the other. Watch till the very end to find out the science and reasoning behind the two, and hopefully the style of nutrition which suits you the best. So firstly, what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is a cycle which includes periods of voluntary fasting and voluntary non-fasting for certain time. Basically, your day is broken down into two phases. The building phase, which refers to the phase of intermittent fasting where you feed your body and provide it with the macronutrients it needs, and the fasting phase, which refers to the phase where you fast with the intention of shutting down the digestive system and rely solely on water. In Luke's words, fasting has the power to heal. Luke speaks about how in Mexico there are fasting incubators which have several fasting pods, and people can come to these pods and be in an environment surrounded completely by nature, away from the city, away from the noise and pollution, and fast for up to 9 to 30 days. This has helped people cure cancers, improve their eyesight, and even cure several cardiovascular diseases. He justifies this by saying, our digestive system uses nearly 75 to 80% of our body energy in digesting food. This leaves only about 20% to perform the other activities, which include physical, mental, and emotional activities. So what are the benefits of intermittent fasting? When you are in a state of fasting, nearly 60 to 70% of your body's energy is used towards healing. Luke says when you fast, there is repair work happening in your body. New cells are being regenerated. Immunity system is being regenerated. Acid levels reduce. Blood sugar levels stabilize. Dead cells and sick cells are removed from the body. And most importantly, the human body undergoes a detoxification. It is a result of the detoxification that when we wake up, we have dirt in our eyes, have a bad breath, and our first urine is more warm and acidic. Coming to the second part of our discussion. What is Rujuta's concept of eating healthy? In her book, Rujuta has made it very clear that she is strictly against the concept of fasting. She says you must eat more to lose weight. Some of the principles that she stands by are having your first meal 10 to 15 minutes from the time you wake up to stabilize the low blood sugar levels. She says that when we sleep, our blood sugar levels drop in the night. When we wake up, our blood sugar levels are low, and it's our responsibility to restore it by having a meal quickly. Secondly, having regulated and small meals every 2 hours. Rujuta explains that our stomach keeps secreting hydrochloric acid and it's asking to be fed, but we simply do not feed it when it does. She further states that eating every 2 hours is not simply better for our digestive system, but also keeps us from overeating. Friends, by this point, it is pretty evident that the two have differences in their approaches. Drop in a comment and let me know who do you think is right, Luke or Rujuta. While Luke suggests intermittent fasting and various kinds of fasts such as the 16-8 or even a 24-hour dry fast to improve overall health, Rujuta says that these fasts take a complete toll on the human body. Speaking against dry fasts, Rujuta says that these lead to a complete loss of water content from the body, which impairs circulation of nutrients, reduces bone density, muscle tone, and in certain cases even overworks your kidneys, hearts, and lungs. While Luke suggests that resting the digestive system is necessary to divert the body's energy to various emotional, physical, and mental activities, Rujuta says that the digestive system, just like the heart and the lungs, is an involuntary organ and has been designed for continuous activity, and that we must feed it little at a time to keep it in a relaxed state. As you will hear in this clip, Luke suggests that eating every 2 hours is completely useless for the human body.
The mindless snacking, the 2-hour eating that a lot of people promote, which is honestly useless for the human body.
He says that a vegetarian meal on an average takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to digest, whereas a non-vegetarian meal about 5 to 6. If you eat every 2 hours, you are simply not allowing your body to digest the food. Rujuta, on the other hand, says eating more often implies that your body has to work harder to break down the food, digest it, and even absorb it. This is known as diet-induced thermogenesis, or DIT. If you eat more often, it basically means you are using DIT more often, which is nothing but calorie burning for the body. Eating every 2 hours means that your body is burning more calories, according to Rujuta. While Luke says that those looking to start intermittent fasting can skip their breakfast and have their first meal at about 12, Rujuta says going hungry in the morning is a disaster to the body. This not only creates a high calorie deficit, but also leads to overeating in the remainder of the day. She also says that with sunrise, our metabolic activity is at its highest, and that our cells demand nutrition. Eating the first thing in the morning increases our blood sugar levels and energy levels, and furthermore reduces bloating and acidity. While the two have differences in their opinions, it is very important for us to keep in mind that neither of them are enforcing their knowledge upon people. They both hold by the rule of practicing what is best for your body and are only urging people to discover themselves what suits their body and lifestyle the best.